Hey Yogi, welcome to class. Thank you for joining me for this practice today. I'm currently on Koh Phangan in Thailand at Orion Healing, a very beautiful healing center on this island. I will put a link in the description below so you can check out what they're offering. Today should be a fun class. All you need is your mat, your body. If you have blocks and you know that you will need them to extend your reach, then grab them now. Books is also fine. Otherwise, let's just begin and come into child's pose. Bring the knees apart, feet together, arms forward. Relax your forehead down. Let the hips sink down towards the heels. Breathe nice and slow through the nose. Take several breaths to arrive. Take a moment to set your intention for this practice today. As we're moving through this flow sequence, we are connecting to the breath and you are moving from that intention. Let's come forward into a tabletop. Come onto all fours. Come onto the toes, send the hips back, keep the arms straight, move the shoulders forward as far as you can. Bring the hips back to the heels. 5 more, forward and back. Keep the arms straight, we're warming up the wrists. Last 2. Last one. Now internally rotate the hands. Same thing, 5 more, forward and back. Every time you come forward, you stretch out the wrists. Every time you come back, you stretch out the toes. And now externally rotate the hands. 5 more this way. Very good. Now the fingertips are pointing towards the knees. Send the hips back. Let the palms lift up. Stretch out the forearms, the fingers, and the toes. If you want to go deeper, bend your arms. We're just here for 2 more breaths. Very good. Keep the hands as they are. Straighten your arms. Bring the palms back down to the ground. Extend the legs back. Let's come into a plank pose with the fingertips pointing backwards. Push the ground away. Tuck your tailbone. Engage the core. Set the knees down if you need to. Bend your arms more if that feels better. Let's stay for 10, 9, 8. Keep breathing. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Set the knees down. The fingertips are now facing forward again. Lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Walk your dog, arrive. Press into the palms, firm into the inner hands. Feel the fingertips. Send the hips up and back. Keep the knees bent if you need to, or straighten them more. But if your hamstrings are tight, keep them bent, keep the knees bent, so that you can really focus on the function of this pose, which is to open the shoulders. Move the chest towards the thighs. Let's slow down the movement, reconnect the breath more to your intention, breathe slower. 3 more breaths here. Start to roll through the spine forward to plank pose. Shift even more forward, bend your arms, chaturanga. Keep the elbows in, bend the arms 90 degrees. Push back up, plank pose. And up and back, downward facing dog. Let's do 2 more just like that. Roll through the spine forward for plank. Keep shifting forward, core is strong. Bend your arms, chaturanga. Plank. Downward facing dog. Last one, roll forward. Keep the breath soft. Shift even more forward. Bend the arms, keep the elbows in. Chaturanga, plank. Push away. Downward facing dog. Very good. Lift your right leg up in the back. 3-legged dog. Keep firming into the inner hands. Straighten out through both legs. Lift your right leg higher up. Breathe nice and slow. Take a deep breath in, come high onto your left toes. Exhale, right knee to the right armpit. Hold it there. Round your back more, push the ground away. Flex your right foot. Step your right foot outside the right hand for lizard lunge. Reach your right arm behind you, but keep that right leg nice and bent. And then as you reach that right arm forward towards your right toes, you straighten your right leg. And your left leg is already straight pretty much. Bend your right knee, reach your right arm back. Reach your right arm forward, straighten the right leg. Let's do 5 more. Nice and slow. Keep the breath going. In and out through the nose. Last 3. 2. And 1. Very good. Side plank on the left side. Come onto the knife edge of the left foot first. Stack the right foot on top of the left. Reach your right arm up. Press into your left palm, especially the inside part of your left hand. Make sure the left shoulder is right above the left wrist. Engage your glutes. Push the hips forward. Lift your left hip, that bottom hip, slightly higher up. Now lift your right foot up off the left. Draw the right knee towards the right arm. Look inside the left hand. Step the right foot there. Crescent lunge. Reach both arms up. Look inside the right knee. Make sure you can see the big toe there. Pull the belly in. Perhaps bend your left leg more. Breathe nice and slow. Send the energy up through the fingertips. Reach your left arm forward, the right arm back. Open crescent twist. Lean back slightly to activate your core. Reach out through the fingertips. Place your left elbow or forearm or upper arm outside the right thigh. Straighten your left leg, lengthen out through the spine, connect your palms. Inhale to lengthen even more through the spine. Exhale, crescent twist to the right. 2 more just like that with your own breath. Start to shift forward. Keep the arms as they are connected to the right leg for a twisted flamingo pose. Hands still connected. Lift your left leg up. The right leg can be bent a little bit. Lift your left leg higher up. Breathe. Now bring your left knee down to the ground outside the right foot. All the way down. You're sitting down for a seated twist. Very good. Readjust on your mat. Come more onto the mat. Send your right leg back, almost as if you're setting up for pigeon, but we're setting up for 90-90, which is 90 degrees in the front leg, 90 degrees in the back leg. So you have to readjust, make this work on your mat. Face the front leg, fold forward and down. Breathe into those parts in your body where you feel a sensation. For a lot of people, this is underneath the left leg, the left outer hip, but it might be different for you. I prefer this version over pigeon, since pigeon for a lot of people is very hard on the knees. And in this one, 90-90, there's a lot of other cool stuff you can do, which we will share more about or more of in future videos. There's a lot of cool, really beneficial hip mobility work you can do from this position. Let's release, push yourself back up. Bend your left leg first, that front leg. Extend the right leg back, so it's almost like a pigeon. Now you set that right hand down to the ground. We are transitioning into wild things. You come onto the right toes, bring the left foot behind the right calf, lift your hips up. Your right leg is straight, the left leg is bent. Press into your right palm. Use the fingertips. Engage your glutes, lift your hips up high. Look inside the right hand. Draw the left knee towards the left armpit. Slowly step that left foot inside the right hand. Come onto your right toes. Low lunge. Set the right knee down. You can untuck the right toes or stay on the toes. You decide. Send the hips forward and down. Either keep your hands on top of your left knee or reach both arms up and over your head. Pull the belly in. Try to neutralize the pelvis, the hips. For a lot of us, that means tuck your tailbone. If you want to come into a back bend here, you can extend your arms behind you, interlace your hands behind you, off the heart and chest, forward and up. We're here for 3 more breaths. Very good. Slowly release. Both hands go down to the ground, kind of like a runner's lunge. Lift your right knee up. Come onto the knife edge of your left foot. Open that left knee up out to the side. Either stay here, or you lift one hand up off the ground, or both. Keep the left foot flexed the entire time. Hold it here for 10, 9, keep the right leg straight, 8, 7, spine long, 6, 5, breath soft, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down, straighten both legs, pivot both feet to the right. Prasarita, standing straddle forward fold. Take a deep breath in to lengthen. Exhale to fold down. There's so many options from here. You can just stay here. This is perfect. You can also come upside down if you want to come into a handstand. What I'm going to do today is a twist to both sides. Let's start with the right hand down to the ground underneath your chest. Keep both arms straight. Reach your left arm up. Let's switch sides. Left hand down, right arm up. And release. Very good. Take a deep breath in, lift up halfway. Exhale, spider lunge to the left side. Bend your left knees, straighten the right. If you're not this low, that's perfectly fine. If your left heel is lifted, all good. Let's pivot to face the front of the mat towards the left foot. Shift forward, the right leg floats up, warrior 3 prep. Both hands down. Straighten out through both legs. Lower the right hip down more. Option to stay here. Or if you want to fold down with the chest towards the left thigh for standing splits, that's also great. Or perhaps you want to come up upside down for a handstand. Let's do 3 breaths here, you choose. Slowly back down if you went upside down. Let's all meet in chair pose. Right foot next to the left. Reach both arms up, chair. Lift your heels up, come high onto the toes. Pull the belly in, reach the arms up high. Last deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale, chaturanga, step or float the feet back. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Let's stay here, keep breathing. Pull the shoulders back. Broaden the collarbones. Engage your glutes. Bring the feet wider apart, especially if this is uncomfortable for the lower back. Just 2 more breaths. Downward dog, send the hips up and back. Slow the breath down, especially if the heart rate is going up. Slow it down. Lift your left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Firm into the inner hands, straighten both legs. Lift your left leg up as high as you can so you really feel the left glute working, and also perhaps a stretch in the right hamstring. At least for me in my body, that's where I feel it the most. But again, it might be different in your body. Take a deep breath in, come high onto your right toes. Exhale, left knee to the left armpit. Hold it there. Push the ground away around your back. Lift the left knee higher up into the armpit. Flex the left foot. Slowly lizard lunge. Step the foot outside the left hand. Reach your left arm back. Keep your left leg nice and bent. Reach your left arm forward towards the left toes. Straighten both legs. And you're only on the left heel. Bend your left leg again. Reach the left arm back. Reach it forward towards the left toes. 5 more. Very good. Rebend the left knee. Plant the right palm down. Side plank on the right side. Come onto the knife edge of the right foot. Stack the left foot on top. Make sure the right hand is right underneath the right shoulder. Push the hips slightly forward and up. Reach out through the left fingertips up towards the ceiling. Lift that left leg up. Draw the left knee towards your left arm. Look inside the right hand. Slowly step the foot there for crescent lunge. Make sure you can see that left big toe inside your left knee. Pull the belly in, neutralize the pelvis, reach out through the arms. Reach your right arm forward, the left arm back, open crescent twist. Feel the activation in the core. Keep breathing. Hook that right arm outside the left thigh for crescent twist. Connect your palms, straighten your right leg. Inhale, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Pull the belly in, 2 more with the breath. Shift forward, that twisted flamingo pose, the right leg floats up. Flex your right foot, keep that connection with your arm towards the left leg. Slowly squat down for a seated twist, right knee outside the left foot. Release those arms from the left thigh, set the hips down. Readjust on your mat, let's come into a 90-90 position. So the front leg, 90 degrees bend, and the back leg, the left leg, also 90 degrees bent. Stay here upright or fold forward. And we are working on some new programs, really exciting stuff. So you will be in this position a lot for those. So it's good to already get used to 90-90. Lots of really exciting work. I'm super stoked. Lots of really exciting work you can do here. Slow the breath down. This is a bit faster paced practice today, but it's easy to bring the heart rate up, to have the heart breathing fast, to also then breathe faster. But you really want to keep the breath nice and slow. In fact, by slowing the breath down, you provide so much more oxygen for the body. And this is where really the cardio practice comes in. Lots of people ask, like, what about cardio and yoga? And this is it. Keep the breath nice and slow. If you want even more, put some water in your mouth and keep that there. Breathe only through the nose. Really good to create good breathing patterns. And then once you bring the heart rate up, but you want to keep the breath slow, really good cardio training. Let's slowly release. Bend your front leg a lot. Extend the left leg back. Let's come into a wild thing on the left hand. Come onto your left toes first. Left hand down. Right foot goes behind the left calf. Reach your right arm up and over your head. Lift your hips up high. Engage your glutes. Straighten your left leg. Keep the right leg bent. You're really light on the right toes. Keep pushing into your left palm. Use your left fingertips to grip into the mat. Now draw the right knee towards the right armpit. Look inside the left hand. Slowly, slowly step the right foot there for low lunge. Left knee down. Hands either on top of your right knee or up towards the sky. Or if you feel comfortable here already, have a good base and foundation. Interlace your hands behind you for a little back bend. Offer the heart and chest up. Keep the glutes slightly engaged, as good as you can here in this low lunge. Lift your hands higher up. And release, very good. Runner's lunge, bring the hands down, lift your left knee up. Come to the knife edge of the right foot, so that means open the right knee up to the side. The only requirement I have here is that you keep the right toes flexed the whole time. Either stay here, or lift one hand up, or both. You're holding for 10, 9, wherever you are, keep the left leg straight, spine long, 6, 7, I wanted to count down, 6, 5, 4, 3, there we go, 2, and 1. Very good. Straighten both legs, pivot your feet to the left, standing straddle forward fold. just take the regular version here. Or if you want, again, take that twist from before. If you feel like it, this is a great entry for a handstand, then go upside down. Let's just do 3 breaths. Keep breathing, nice and slow, and slowly come back down if you went upside down. Take a deep breath in, lift up halfway all together. Exhale, spiral lunge to the right. Side squat to the right. Pivot to face the front of the mat. For warrior 3 prep, right leg is forward, right foot is forward, the left leg floats up. Come onto your fingertips, or now use the blocks or books to increase your reach. Lower the left hip down, straighten out through both legs, keep the spine nice and long, belly in. Or standing twist, standing splits, fold forward and down. Or another handstand option here if you want to. Let's just do 3 breaths. And as you know, I got the full handstand program on Patreon, if you're still interested. Let's come back down. Very good, warrior 3 prep. Step the left foot forward to meet the right. Reach both arms up. Chair pose. You're doing great. A lot faster today than usual. Keeping you on the toes. Keep breathing slow, it's all good. Lift your heels up. Now I am literally keeping you on the toes. Pull the belly in. 2 more breaths, nice and slow. Very good. Forward fold. Straighten your legs. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, hands down. Chaturanga. Step or float back, you decide. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Up dog. It's nice to get this full push-up in, right? I know you're loving it too. I do too. So glad you're here. Pull the shoulders back. Engage the glutes. Exhale, downward dog. Now you can walk the feet forward or step or float the feet between the hands, you decide. We'll all sit down, squat down for butterfly. Bring the feet together, the soles of the feet together. Open the knees up like a book, and then grab your feet, fold forward and down. Close your eyes if that feels good for you. Round your back, tuck the chin to the chest. I will not go too deep with the head so you can still hear me, but feel free, round your back, tuck the chin to the chest to fully lengthen the entire back line of the body. Slow the breath down, most important. Relax, especially let the heart rate come back down. It's going up for all of us, but then you can still breathe nice and slow. Use your inner strength to pull the knees down a little bit more, so you're actively opening the legs up like a book. Just 2 more breaths. You're doing amazing, wonderful job making it through the practice so far. Not much more to come here, so we'll just slow down and enjoy. I highly recommend that you stay afterwards for a meditation. Now that the body is prepared to sit for a longer period of time, just add that meditation in. 10 minutes, maybe 15. Slowly release. Push yourself back up. Let's bring the feet down to the ground, wider than the hips apart. Your hands go behind you. We're setting up for reverse tabletop. So now after that forward folding, that flexion in the spine, we're coming into extension to counter it. So you might feel kind of stiff coming into it. Lift your hips up. Just take your time. Engage your glutes. Lift your hips up as high as possible. Breathe. Rock forward and back to get a little shoulder stretch in. Set the hips back down. Very good. Reach your arms forward. Slowly come onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Be proud of yourself for showing up. And extend the legs forward for Savasana. Take all the space you need. Get comfortable. Close your eyes. Fully relax. Let the breath soften, the body melt. Stay here for as long as you wish. The longer you stay, the more you will get the benefits out of this practice and the benefits out of what you put your body through over the last 40 or so minutes, 30, 40 minutes. Stay with the breath, focus on it, especially if the mind gets busy. Feel the breath coming in and out. It's basically a meditation on your back. I'll let you go here today. Thanks for joining me today. With love and gratitude. Namaste.